Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, FF family. As always, my name is Dylan. I'm hosting here with Bradley and Scotty. Gentlemen, how are you today?
What up?
Doing good, doing good.
Awesome. Well, today we got a pretty big episode. We're going to be talking about the state of play for February 2026. We had a lot of announcements, a lot of trailers. We're going to kind of go down the list here. We're just going to talk about what looked cool, if anything really stands out to us. We're not going to drag on when it comes to things we don't really are interested in. I kind of hate when people do that, so we're going to go into it. But today, it's all about state of play, and then we're going to dive into our also a little sneak peek into next week's episode too. So make sure you watch the full episode. Follow the channel. Make sure you're engaged with us on here. We got a lot of good content coming out all through February with Resident Evil, more movies. We're pretty engaged with that across all our platforms, including TikTok, YouTube. A lot of good engagement happening there. So make sure you're following us. Let's get started, gentlemen. So out the gate, I want to know, what was the most exciting part of the state of play for you? What was one game? Bradley, go first.
Okay.
What was the most thing you're
I
looking
was
forward
just
to?
laughing because I was looking through all the games. Do you guys remember that the chicken game?
Oh, Project
Yes.
Wingless, Flightless, something like that.
Yeah. That's not my answer, but I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
so-
it honestly kind of looks pretty sick, but
It does.
It does
should
look
be, but
good.
it
It's
looks
just like
cool.
I remember watching it live, and everyone in the chat was like, "Chicken, chicken."
Chicken.
it gives me Wukong, or Black Myth Wukong
Yes,
vibes.
yeah, that's
Like
exactly
kind of
what I
Chinese
thought it was.
mythology.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Anyways,
looks cool.
that we could talk about that later. Mine was John Wick because I don't know if other people knew, but I had no idea a game was coming out. And
No, that was a
Yeah,
okay.
that was a
surprise.
complete
I
surprise.
remember, and I'm watching it, I'm like, ooh, this looks cool. I'm like, no way. And everyone in the chat was like, John Wick, John Wick, John Wick. And
Mhm.
and it just looks so good. And then when they finally show John Wick, and he's like, yeah. It's like just like the movie. He says one line.
Yeah.
It's kind of goofy, but kind of awesome. So yeah, I'm excited. Like, I don't know how you play as a character like that, but I can't wait. That's awesome.
We'll get
My
into
first-
it, but there's some thoughts with it though. There's
Sure.
like games like Sifu we can go into
Yes,
that they're
that's
kind of
what I
looking
was gonna
into.
say.
Oh, okay.
There
Scotty,
was
what
a-
do you got?
There was a famous Sifu like mod where you play as
Uh-huh.
John Wick. So I think if they went that direction, so that was one of mine. But to be different than Bradley, I don't know if you guys ever played the first Kenna game. It was like
Nope.
right around the PS5 launch.
Mhm.
Very like visually very
Right.
honestly Pixar-y.
Yeah.
But honestly it was really a really fun game. Like the combat was challenging. Like took definitely some inspiration from Souls games. And the new one, Scars of Cosmora. I don't know. It looks pretty good. Looks like just a bigger version of the first game. So
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised to see that.
Every
announced.
That
time-
made me want to watch the first one, or not watch, play the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
I
I recommend it.
might go and get that before it comes out, and then buy that one too.
You
You
It looked
should have
good.
played it at launch because there was a platinum glitch, and you could like most of the game was really easy to get to,
Yeah.
but there was like one platinum where you had to beat the game on like master difficulty or something like that, and it's sweaty, like it's hard.
I
But there was
almost
a glitch where you
always
could do it.
I almost always buy that game, but then I'm like, crap, I'm still behind on like 2 or 3 games that I've wanted to play. And I'm about to hit like buy, but I'm like, damn it, I have these other games that I need to catch up on. So
Yeah.
one day I'm going to play that game, and the only reason I haven't played it is just because there's other stuff that's like on my backlog.
hmm
I
Yeah,
I was remember watching it and seeing it because it's Bridge of Spirits, right? Is that
Yes.
the one?
The
first
first
game.
one?
Yes. Okay. Because that one, like, I want to get the PS5 version as well, of course. But man, it always looked good. I heard it was very iffy on like the difficulty, which I'm not a big difficulty snob, but I want it to be like difficulty enough where I'm not just mindlessly going through it. Essentially,
Oh.
like that's the thing I only care
Yeah.
about.
Is there a
Yeah, on like
difficulty
normal.
slider or is it one difficulty?
No, there was like story, normal,
Okay.
hard,
Oh, the
whatever.
usual, yeah.
Yeah. But like just on like straight normal difficulty, and the difficulty definitely ramps up on like bosses and stuff like that.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
um, yeah, it is for a game that looks like very kid-centered. It was like there was some challenge to it. So,
Before you go, Dylan, I have a
Yeah.
question for you, Scotty. I've been playing Ghost of
yes.
Yotei,
Yep.
and is this game way harder? Oh,
Oh,
nice.
you're on. Is that what it was? It's like, what is that on the background?
Is it harder for
Just sitting on
you
my horse back there.
than the first game? Because for me, it was way harder at first. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
noticed.
I think so. The the different playing style kind of made for it to be a little more difficult. There's definitely more like moving pieces. There's more like
Yeah,
stances, more weapons and stuff like that. So you really have to be kind of strategic with like this weapon is more effective
right.
with this enemy. So I think there is a little bit more of that. So yeah, it was a little like I am consistently like having to heal,
Yeah.
which compared to the first game is very different.
I had to turn like I started it on hard, and I
Hmm.
couldn't beat the one-on-one fights. What are they called? Uh,
Duels?
huh?
Duels? I don't know. I
Yeah,
haven't played the
duels,
game.
duels. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't beat anything, especially like where they do the white attacks and they stab at you really
Yeah.
fast. I'm like, I just keep dying, and I'm like
Yeah.
shouting vulgarities throughout the house. And
Hmm.
after like an hour of dying from the same guy, I had to turn it down.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely ramped it up a little bit,
Yeah.
which fine with me.
I feel like so once again, I've heard from my rating team on Final Fantasy. Which shout out, we got a new tier list coming out this
Oh,
coming week,
nice.
so I'm excited about that. Working on that now. But I have had three people because they know I do the platinum reviews. They're telling me you need to do Ghost of Tsushima. Like you
Yeah.
need to do Ghost.
Yeah. It's a
Tsushima
fun
is like,
one.
yeah. I'm like, that's exactly what it is. It's just a fun platinum, and it so after
The first game is amazing. The story's
Yeah.
great, the gameplay's great, visually it's amazing. Like the second game is just so different. It doesn't even feel like it's a sequel. Like it's just a
Mhm.
Japanese fighting game. It feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was Samurai Kill Bill was
Yeah.
the
I mean, that's a
yep.
Yeah.
good way
Yep.
to like I'm
Okay.
enjoying it. I'm kind of moving through it pretty slow.
Me too, yeah.
It
Well,
it's a beautiful game.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
don't get me
without a
wrong.
doubt.
well, gentlemen, we got a lot to go through. I'm gonna save mine for when we come up to it. But we're gonna get started here. So let's get rolling on this. As always, we're gonna be going back to back through these with all of us. So just chime in when you have some ideas. I have the list of what happened, and we're gonna go over what happened in order of announcements. And we're just gonna give our all feelings. So first off, 007 First Light. Okay,
Mm.
I'm gonna start this one off.
Okay.
The more I see trailers, the cooler it gets to me. I'm
Mhm.
not like, holy shit, I can't wait to play James Bond yet.
Yeah.
But it does one, it's visually stunning. Like the faces and like the people aspects of it look super cool. I don't know. I think it's the same people that made Hitman, if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken.
Yep.
And
IO Interactive.
Hmm.
yeah, I'm like more instead of being like a 4 out of 10 for it, excited. I'm like a 6 now, which is
Okay.
good. Like
Yeah.
I want to see more of it and how like reviews go. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm Go ahead.
I was kind of indifferent at first because I was kind of like, this looks like Uncharted,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
um but with James Bond skinned. And I was like, I don't know if like I don't know. But I know myself and like I've played pretty much every James Bond game that's ever existed. So like I
Really?
know I know I'm gonna play it. Oh yeah, I've played them all.
I didn't know
Um and
that.
there cuz I mean there hasn't been one in
What
Yeah.
was the
since the
last one? Like Xbox
360.
360? Yeah, because they had
Yeah.
the Daniel Craig ones, right?
Hmm. Yeah, they did some like weird, like sort of remake of GoldenEye. It was
Mm,
bad.
yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Yeah, it was ass.
Yeah. But so I'm like a sucker for it, but like the more I've seen it, I'm like, okay, like I trust the team that's making it. Like I really like the Hitman games. They're fun. Hitman already kind of felt like James Bondy
Sure.
occasionally.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think
Is
it's a good match.
is this game supposed to be like the Hitman style game, or like I
That's what I don't know
yeah.
yet. Like that's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
don't know if
trying to
it's
like get. Like we've seen him drive, shoot, blow up a plane or something in front of it, but like I'm not seeing the gameplay loop
Yeah.
yet, like completely. So if it's just go through story, like here's a map, you just go through this little linear thing and you go through it,
Yeah.
that's fine. Like I'm okay with that. But
yeah.
I haven't fully seen it yet. So once
Yeah.
I get there, then I'm good.
Mhm.
I
I mean,
But
you can't make a James Bond game without like gadgets and stuff like that. So
right.
I'm
yeah,
hoping that it gives you like an arsenal of gadgets and lets you
Yeah.
do your like go about your mission like using what gadgets you want to do to get through the mission, give you a
absolutely.
little freedom. Um,
Especially with the Hitman people. Like I feel like
yeah,
they like
I feel
as
like
weird
they
as it
will.
is they're doing this, it almost makes a lot of sense. Like Hitman is just a spy that just focuses on killing people,
Yeah.
right? So
Well, yeah, I guess.
well, speaking of the gameplay loop, we're talking about four loop now. This is from the people that created Left 4 Dead. It's
Uh-huh.
that I think that main director is on this one. Okay, another
Is
example
this
for me of one second. Another example for me of seeing a little bit more, and I'm a little more excited. This though, a little bit less than I felt about James Bond. Basically going from like kind of the same thing. It was like a four of like I don't know to like a five now. I it does give you more of like your actual loop in the game of what you're doing. I saw the Rubik's Cube fight. It does seem cool, but the gameplay's nice. I just want to see a match play out. You know, like I want to see what that looks like more so.
Is this going to be like a multiplayer exclusive?
It seems that way,
Okay.
yes.
I just
is
don't
this
Um,
the Bad Robot
okay.
like produced company?
It's Mike Boost, Bad Robot game, yes.
Yeah, okay.
yeah. I mean
Uh,
like
pass for me.
I'm not
That's
really
kind of where I'm
into
at.
the
Yeah.
multiplayer only games. Like if this was a single player game, okay, like with the story and a linear story and everything, maybe, but otherwise I don't really care. I'm not going to pay money to go play online with people for like a couple months and then probably not play it again, you know?
Yeah.
That's it.
It's I don't know if they have like confirmed like you can use like Left 4 Dead. There'll be like three bots if you're going solo with it. But so far, all they've said in market as a four-player co-op shooter. That's it.
Yeah.
At least with like Helldivers, if like I know Bradley and I dove into that a lot.
Yeah.
At least you could play solo with yourself if you
Yeah.
wanted to, and just like people can join in with you. This one, it seems like you have to have people.
Yeah.
So,
Mm. So
and
it'll
that
just
being
match
said,
make.
yeah. As speaking of companions, though, we have Beasts of Reincarnation. This is Game Freak's third person RPG, if I'm not mistaken. I think this
Yeah.
is the samurai one. Now, to be
Yeah.
fair, this is the Pokemon Company, but they're also most of this is studios outsourced to another company making this. I'm not sure who it is. It is this is an example I'm going to put in where there's these like Asian themed third person Souls like games that are just being pumped out right
Yeah.
now. Like
That's what it felt like.
ever since Black Myth Wukong, this I'm gonna just call this as another Wukong now. Like
Right.
this is it doesn't matter if it's like an Asian theme or whatever, but it's these Asian companies that are making this a lot, and they seem cool. Like there is one that's not on this that's coming out. You're like Avatar, where all these elementals. I forgot what it's called, but it's so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That at least feels different. This feels like the same thing again that we've seen 100 times. So I don't know if you gentlemen feel differently, but I'm a pass on this one.
I just don't trust them
Yeah.
because we've seen
How
what they do with Pokemon. So like,
are they going to like Pokemon I feel like requires nothing and they still screw it up, right? This
Yep.
game looks like you need to put a lot into it. And I know it's not just like it's a Nintendo game, so I get that. But like I don't trust him. Also, I think what you said, Dylan, like I agree with both of you. Like, first of all, I don't trust him. Second of all, it does kind of look like that Asian remake of the Souls game. And when I was watching it, I'm like, it almost looks exactly like that. And then you see like the anime, like
Hmm.
Japanese girl face, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Like you can kind of just tell, I'll pass on that. Like I really don't
Yeah.
care. Unless it's
Yep.
Yeah.
amazing, then I'll play it. But
Yeah.
That's just kind of where I'm at. I don't like, even though this isn't like your traditional, oh, I'm gonna just make this into like Pokemon or whatever.
right.
It's I agree. And
Yeah.
once again, it doesn't stand out from any of the other multiple Souls like. There is, like I mentioned, I forgot what it's called. Souls like Avatar game. I don't know if I'm gonna
Hmm.
find this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like God something. Um
I don't
I'll have to
know.
look it up. I'll look it up while we're
Okay.
talking, but it's
Okay.
it's pretty good. It's worth a watch. Next one though, to keep on your radar that I love. If you guys love styles of Fire Emblem, we have Brigadine Abyss that was announced. I it's a if I think this if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a sequel, but this is an old IP that they've had in the
Yeah.
past.
I think
Um,
on the thing it says a new entry in single player fantasy. The first title was released in 1998.
Hmm.
Oh, that's exactly why I remember it. So
Yeah.
that I remember because I looked it up on the first one, and on eBay, this price for this game's insane. Like the first one,
Mm,
so it's crazy. I'm actually looking forward to this. I enjoy Fire Emblem games. Do you guys play Unicorn Overlord at all?
no.
Okay,
I've never even heard of
it's
that.
That's a
different. It's
hilarious name.
it's amazing. It is a fun. If you like tactical RPGs,
Yeah.
you'll like that. This one kind of feels the same way. It's different, but if you guys don't have any
Yeah.
viewpoint on this, then it's kind of like talking to a wall.
No, this
Honestly.
this is one of those games where like in another world, if I could just play video games 24 hours a day, I would try this game. I just like
Hmm.
I can't put my time into this when there's so many other games that I want to play.
Yeah.
This is just like it's not my style. I'm not hating on it. Maybe one day I would play it, but I'll never get to it. It's kind of that
Yep.
Hmm.
game.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm right with you.
Yeah.
Well, with that, talking about Blast from the Past, we have Castlevania coming back. We have a whole big state of play here, and it feels like this is Konami saying, "We're back, baby. We're making video games and not just pachinko games." For those that don't know, Konami's been pretty much out of the game development
Yeah.
since, I mean, I guess Silent Hill 2 remake.
Yeah,
That's
like
kind of like the first
360.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it just, I think in general, what this looks like is, to me, like I said, it's okay. We are back into making like actual video games, and we're gonna start off with a few things because I'm excited about the Konami like
Well, sure.
verse that we're getting in through. I'll start off with Castlevania on this. I don't care about Castlevania. I hate to say it.
Okay.
I'm sure they're great, but I'm not a Metrovania guy.
Did
I
you guys
agree.
play the original back on like NES?
No, but I want to grab it on
Okay.
my new analog pocket for the Game Boy.
I did play this game like when I was a little kid, right? And it's so freaking hard. And like you hit with a whip. Maybe I'm thinking Castlevania too. I don't know. But every time you get hit, you like fly backwards, and it's really frustrating. And if this game is cheap and it's not like a time suck, this game I might actually get. Like just like for nostalgia's sake. Now,
Wow.
there's a good chance I might get this and then play it for 3 hours and just forget about it.
Sure.
But I think this is one I might get.
That's so surprising for you to say. I'm going to be honest. I did not think you would be on this at all.
It's just a nostalgia thing for me, I remember the
Yeah.
old big giant cartridge that I'd jam into my Nintendo, and yeah, this is a good one.
Cool. Awesome. Scotty, you're good on that then? Anything?
Yeah,
to add?
no,
No.
Metrovania.
I'm with you. Yeah, I tried, like, for example, I talked to Bradley about it. Like, I tried Hollow Knight,
Mm.
and I
I bought
just.
Silksong.
Oh, you did? Why,
Ooh,
brother? Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
I
I
made
know.
it like 2 hours in, and I was like,
Like,
nope, I'm done with this.
yeah, it's like I definitely appreciate the genre, right? I
Yeah.
appreciate the people that love that. it's not for me.
Yeah, I get it.
No.
But what is for me is Control. I played
Yeah.
Control. I need to go through and actually platinum that game and officially beat it. Like, I know pretty much how it goes, but I enjoyed Control. Hot take, I like Control more than Alan Wake in
Ooh.
general. Yeah, at least Alan Wake 1. I haven't played 2.
Oh, you
But
haven't played two?
no, I have the deluxe edition where it gave you Alan Wake 1 for the PS5 upgrade with
Mm.
it as well. So I'm through the majority of Alan Wake 1. I just wanted to play it. And then I was like, but I played Control in the past, get it for free. And I was like, okay, this is fun. Like, I
Yeah,
really enjoy
for
this.
sure.
So I don't know how Alan Wake 2 is yet. So this is without playing that. But regardless,
It's
Resonant, I'm looking forward to. I think it's cool. I think it's awesome. I think it looks like the gameplay that they showed in this. I'm like, thank you. I just want to see how this game plays and what you're kind of doing. And this was really good, which is why I kind of liked what with like First Light was doing with 007. It got me a little more
Mm.
excited. So this
Yeah.
follows through for me, but take it away. What do you guys feel?
I am ready to see what Remedy does with a hack and slash. Like we know that they have gunplay down. Like I know you haven't played Alan Wake 2, but In Control is very snappy, like very like you're doing so much at once, but it feels really good. Alan Wake 2, I know Bradley, you played it,
Yeah.
or at least you played part of it. The gunplay is awesome. Like it feels very smooth. Their storytelling is just so weird, and I love it.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 is just like it's awesome, controls awesome, and they meld so well together. So I'm really curious to see like where this takes the story.
Yeah, I've never played any of like how many games is this just the second one of Control? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I never played the first one, so when I saw this, it just like I'm not against it. I just like it's one of those games where like I don't really care. Like maybe one day I
Sure.
would play it. That's about it.
Okay. I think this set me up for wanting to do so, like really get into it. I'm enjoying it. Um, the next one I think is kind of cool. I want to, like with anything in modern gaming, I need to see more. Uh, but Crimson Moon. Crimson Moon seems like a cool co-op game that you can play with your buddy. And I'm a big sucker for just like fantasy
Yeah, I was gonna say
medieval-ish style.
this is a Dylan game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. I'm locked in on this one. Now, that being said, you saw a little bit of it. Like it was the co-op thing, which is pretty cool. But this is one of those things where I'm more excited for this not seeing a lot than before. So I'm currently sitting like a 7 out of 10 on this one. I
Yeah.
think this is cool, and it's probably one I'm going to get one of you to play with me, just to be aware. Just to be very clear. You better be ready. So after Resident Evil 9 and we have nothing going on, you better be ready because we're playing this. What are you guys' thoughts?
Scotty will play
Um,
with you.
Yeah, okay, Bradley. Totally won't. Yeah.
I am blanking. Like I'm looking at it here, but I'm blanking on what this game was. I may
I
have zoned
yeah,
out.
when I
It was
watch
on
it,
the
I don't
presentation.
understand like is it like a Diablo type style game or like what's
It's
that
a
the Ender's
yeah,
Gate
go
or
ahead.
whatever the hell that game was you tried to get me to play 1,000 times?
Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate.
Yeah,
Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Ender's Gate does
Ender's
sound like a
Gate.
video game, to be fair, though.
You just mixed like Ender's Game with
Yeah,
Baldur's
that's
Gate
exactly what
there.
happened. What I don't know. Like I don't understand what I'm like when I watched
Oh,
it.
I
I didn't
remember.
really know what I was looking at, like gameplay style. So I just don't know. You know?
So
It
to
kind of gives
me,
me.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it kind of gives me like For Honor, but fantasy like esque, like a little
Yeah,
bit.
I think that's fair. So this is one of those things where it is a we have to see more to explain the loop,
Sure.
right?
Gotcha.
But to me, right now, how it stands, it's a really like yes, it's gothic horror, but it's also kind of like a Pixar looking game in a
Mhm.
way, and I kind of like the blend. So
Mm.
aesthetically, I'm locked in.
Hmm.
And then as far as the gameplay, it's you're basically just like it's an action adventure RPG.
Yeah.
And so I believe it was third person as we looked at it.
Yeah.
It's kind of over the shoulder and you just run through. It looks like you're going through levels and you're beating dudes up.
Yeah.
And that's so far what it seems.
Okay.
And it just seems like fun. It just feels like I'm playing a video game, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what I'm looking forward to in most of my games. Now, that being said, not every video game needs to feel like a video game because it gets kind of kooky, like Darwin's Paradox.
Yeah, what
now,
the hell is
this
this?
is so. As much as you want to believe that this is a direct Metal Gear Solid game, it is not. It is not Metal Gear Solid. It is just inspired by Metal Gear Solid Spy, and you play as. I'm going to be honest, I kind of checked out with this and got something to drink when they showed this because it looked stupid. But it is Konami's attempt at a fun game. And I don't mind this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to be push away creative ideas. Let me be very clear.
This reminds me of that cat game. Like, instead
Stray?
Stray?
Yeah, it looks like Stray, but
exactly.
you're a octopus
You're
or
octopus.
a squid.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. Like, okay, whatever.
Like, I think this is cool. I think it has a potential of being really fun. I don't know. I didn't really pick up Stray because I'm not like the biggest cat person in the world out the gate. But that doesn't mean I don't like cats. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Didn't you play Stray, Scotty?
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
So you'll probably like this. I think they are just making a Stray clone. You know, like, I don't think it's bad. Like, it's not anything bad. I just think it is what it is.
It's like, okay.
But you know what it is, the 2000s. Dead or Alive beach volleyball. And you just really want to beat people up and half-naked women. Because we got Dead or Alive 6 again, baby. We're back. Gaming has been revived. We're back. Dead or Alive 6, last round. If something ain't jiggling, we ain't having fun. So, gentlemen, what are we thinking here?
I haven't played a Dead Alive game. I played Street Fighters and Mortal Kombat, but I was never a Dead or Alive fan, so I won't play this one either.
I saw beach volleyball on X-Play back in the day on G4, and I said, cool, my mom's never going to let me buy this, and it looks stupid anyway.
Seriously, my mom's going to look at the bikinis on the front cover and say, nope.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of saying nope right out the gate, Death Stranding 2 is coming to PC. Look at that. We got the big launch coming out for it. Okay. I haven't played the first one. If you liked it on the PlayStation, you'll love it on PC.
Hey Dylan, if you haven't played the first one, go outside and take a walk, and you play the game. That's all you do.
But you need to have a bunch of stuff on your back.
Yeah.
So
like have a backpack with a bunch of boxes, and that's the game. It's a walking simulator.
And then go find a baby and put it on your chest.
I do have a 5-year-old. Does that count?
And then, you have to rock it anytime it gets upset while you're walking.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. All right, cool. So moving right along. Something that's near and dear to my heart, God of War trilogy was announced. I'm not sure why. There definitely was another Konami Silent Hill announcement here. I don't know why it's not listed here. But the trilogy remake, I was not expecting this. I don't think anyone had it on their radar per se. It is by Santa Monica. They are doing it. There is the confirmation of a remake. I'm sure someone on Twitter said it was being made at some point. I just never knew. But I'm excited for it. The main question I want to pose to you two, is this isometric God of War, or are we doing 2018 God of War in the OG games? What's your thoughts?
I think since Santa Monica's doing it, they go over shoulder style.
Because I think
which is going to make a lot of people mad.
Yeah.
I think they said like remake, right? Like not a remastered.
It is a remake. It's a remake.
And that's where it's like, if it's a remake, they can do whatever they want, right? Like they just take the original stuff and do it from the ground up with the original one as an outline. And that's what I assume it's going to be, is like the new God of Wars, but remaking the old ones in that style.
Yeah. I personally am in the boat of, I would be kind of upset because I played all these. I love them.
Same.
Because like this would just be really good if you can still make a really good isometric game. out of this. Like, just get rid of the shitty, like, fixed camera angles a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't, you can make changes and make it better. You just don't need to overhaul the game.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You know why I know it's gonna be completely different is because they created that 2D game, Sons of Sparta or whatever.
Yep.
And
Yep,
I
yep.
think that's their way of saying, hey, here's this, but we're doing it. But also you can have this, So I think they're saying like, if you want a 2D style game, play this. In the meantime,
Sure.
we're starting it over. Which
Yeah, I agree with you there, brother.
yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean, speaking of God of War, and you brought it up, Sons of Sparta, man, talk about mixed reviews online. So that was shadow dropped on the State of Play. I have watched one of the first, as I was uploading videos to our Shorts channel and TikTok. My first like review of this was David Jaffe. He is blasting this video
roasting it.
game. Oh my God, he is just
Yeah.
like, I watched him live play it, and I
He's
appreciate
grumpy.
Jeff. Yeah, like, thank you. Yes, I agree. I see where he's coming from a lot. Like, I believe that there can be two things happening. I believe he is a grumpy old man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate Jaffe for Twisted Metal, God of War. He's an icon, right? But he is definitely not want to say bitter, but he is just kind of, it feels like he's burnt out of video games more so than anything. And I think no matter what they do with God of War, it's not going to be good enough, if that makes sense. And that's okay, because you can have a vision for what you want out of a video game. It's like people play World of Warcraft for like 10 like decades at this point, right? And you're just not in it anymore. It's just something like, I have a vision, I want this, and I don't have it anymore. And I think that's how he feels. I don't think it's as bad as what he's saying, but I think this is a mid game. Just reviews, not playing it myself yet. It feels like the consensus is okay, this game is okay. Like, it's not the best, it's not bad. It just feels like this is something that we could have had an email on instead.
Yeah.
Like, watch a
I saw
playthrough and that's it.
Yeah, I saw someone describe it as boiled chicken.
Oh.
Yes, that's the best way to put it. Oh
Bland.
my God,
Just
yes.
bland, and I don't care. Like,
The thing
I
that's-
saw it and I just I'm never gonna play that game.
Yeah.
The thing that what cut me away from it, and I don't get this, and this is something Jaffe said too, and I do agree with him on this. It's the dialogue. Like, they're kind of doing Marvel comic book dialogue with him. Like, it's like happy uptone beat. I'm like, this dude is a murderer. He is a mass murderer. And as a kid, I don't think it was when he pet the dog. There's a dog you can get up to and you can pet him as kid Kratos. And he's like, yeah, well, I like having fun, And it's like, that kid is not a murderer. I'm sorry. That kid would be like, the best thing to do in that moment, and we can move on from it, is you get to that dog, you press X, and you kick him. Like, that would be real Kratos. Like, if you've played the 2000s God of War, this guy is insane.
Yeah.
Like, he is a vengeful murderer.
Yeah.
But speaking of revenge stories, Ghost of Yotei, huh? It's getting the multiplayer update. That's cool.
That's like not
All right.
the reasons
Bradley
why
and I
play
played
Ghost.
Legends,
Huh?
the Ghost of Tsushima Legends. We played it for an hour one time, and we never touched it again.
I forgot that we played that even. Like,
Yeah.
until you mentioned that right now.
We did.
Like, what's wrong with it? It looked pretty. Like,
It's just
outside
like-
looking in,
There's
I was
nothing
like,
wrong
oh
with
my
it.
God, when I
It's
get to
just not my
Yotai, we
thing.
can play,
Yeah,
No, it's just
it's just
like,
not my thing.
yeah, it's not why you play a game like that, Like if you play these games, you play it for the story, for like just going through that experience, like that open world, linear story experience. And I just don't. I totally forgot that even when this game was announced, that there was even a version of this of the first game. So when you mentioned that, Scotty, that's the first time I thought of it in what, years?
Yeah, we both played it. We were like, okay, cool, and then never did it
Yeah.
again.
So
Okay,
pass.
well, Well, it's a free update for those that
Yeah.
are excited about it. So I'm hopefully one of you will be playing that with me
cool.
when I get to Yotai. Just letting you know, because I want to try that. Oh my gosh, sorry. Ghost of Yotai. Past that, on to John Wick.
Yep.
We were talking about that before. John Wick, Saber, it's cool. I think they made Crisis back in the day. I think they did the Crisis games. Like Crisis 3 was like the big PC game that everyone's like, oh my God, if your PC can run this, this is the game to run.
I don't remember. That sounds familiar, but
I think this is cool. I don't think this is, as of now, this is exactly to me. It's like a notch higher of before I see gameplay, like real gameplay of it. But it's like 007. It just reminds me of exactly that.
Yeah.
Now, Bradley, you were talking about what this could be. The consensus, like what people are thinking it's going to be, is like Sifu. It's the third person game. If that is the case, like that fighting style is going to be a lot of fun. I heard one person I was listening to a podcast, like people talking about this, and I thought this would make or break it. And they had a really good point. So with John Wick, if you're watching the movies, he just grabs anything he can and he'll kill you with it. Like, oh, I think they put it like, there's a pencil here. I'm going to use the pencil to kill you, right? The thought is they really want the game to be this environmental kill fiasco where you can choose anything you want to kill people with. And like between bosses or fights like that would really be like the movie. And I agree. I think that'd be really cool.
Okay.
I think it would add something to make it different, at least.
I don't know who said this, but 99% of the kills in the movie are guns or knives. And it's usually guns or knives that he has on him or takes off of another person. I mean, there's like a couple pencil kills or like horse scenes, but those just stand out because they're unique. But he's running around with guns 99% of the time, popping people, you know? Like and all the movies, pop, 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 new gun, pop, pop, new gun, pop, pop. He's not throwing pencils the whole movie.
I mean, it's just the thing. It's just what they said. I thought it was cool. But
if I'm fighting John Wick pencils and coffee cups the whole time, I'm gonna burn this game.
I think the only thing I say to him why I think it's cool, one, I think it's more so it's not the same thing you'll do, like go down hallway and do the same thing over and over again.
Sure.
I think that's the most I do want to say into it. But
yeah,
I don't know. This could be a complete dud. We don't know. There's not a lot to go off. I'm glad they're making it. Side note, pause real quick. The game I'm talking about before, the third person like Souls-like that does seem cool, even if you can call it a Souls-like, it's the God Slayer. If you guys have played, I mean, if you've seen Avatar, not the James Cameron show, but the Nickelodeon show, it's like you're in China and it's a cyberpunk China that you're going through, and you literally have like the 4 elements that you control to fight everybody with.
That's where the Avatar thing comes in.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Take a time to like look through that because this game is top of my list right now outside of Resident Evil 9. It's so good.
Really?
This is the game I'm like it started off with gameplay, like here you go. This is what you're going through. Because it's not like a Souls-like, it's like more of an action RPG, or maybe not RPG, but just an action game. And it looks cool. Like it's we'll go into that a little bit. But talk about looking cool, Kenna, Scars of Cosmora. We were talking a little bit about this before the podcast started. I think this is the best thing to say is I remember this coming out before I got like a PlayStation 5 and diving in. Kenna looks cool in this preview, and it makes me want to get the first one because this feels like a cool, different kind of game, and I'm interested in this. I think that's the coolest thing you can say about this. So what are your guys' thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think Scotty said this was one of your favorites.
We talked about this.
We were talking about that on the podcast, Dylan. It wasn't before.
Was it? I thought we did it before.
No.
My bad. I thought we had the whole okay, let's stop because we went on a tangent beforehand.
We did. That was Resident Evil, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's where we stopped on.
We haven't talked about Resident Evil yet.
This one definitely, I think it's going to be cool. We went over it, so it's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, talking about things from the past, though, Defiance, I really like Legacy of Kain. That first one. I haven't had because of, we've talked about it so many times. There's so much going on. But the Legacy of Kain remake that came out, was it last year? I think it was.
Yeah. Probably.
Or the year before, maybe.
I think it was 24.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, 24. There's just so much on the plate to go through, but this is something I'm looking forward to as well. So when I
Mhm.
finally get the time to go through everything, I want to go through this, like this whole like trilogy. I think there's a trilogy. I know this is two. I think it's
Yeah,
the
I
third
think
one.
this is the third one, yeah.
Yeah, I want to go through this because what's cool, it is just your remaster.
Yeah.
It's not a remake, but it also adds content that was cut before that you couldn't play, and they're putting it in this, making it playable. Not everyone
Hmm.
needs to do that, but I think it's pretty cool they do, and like little things that they add is really fun to me. Have you guys played this back on the PS2? I did,
No.
I
personally.
played the first one, I think, back in the PS2. I didn't play the remakes or anything, or the remasters. Um, in a perfect world, like I would probably play them, but with the saturation of
It's
the amount of
one of
games
those
that I want to
games where you
play,
just don't have
That-
I
time.
probably
Yeah,
will never touch
so
it.
same then. I'm glad I'm not crazy
Yeah.
because like I do enjoy this game. I remember it, but is
Yeah.
man, especially with Resident Evil 9 and the content we've been pumping out recently and stuff, like I'm trying to find games. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
I just don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of running, marathon, huh? Who's excited, right? Say
What
you're
is
excited
this
right
game?
now.
I don't understand what I'm seeing when
I
I
wanted to
watch
be
this.
excited because it's Bungie, because I like Bungie, and but I just don't. I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play a multiplayer game.
Is it
to be completely
multiplayer?
honest.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I think
gosh,
it's like-
stop. Stop with
Yeah.
these multiplayer shooter games. Yeah, I'll never play this. What does this game look like? It reminds me of something I never played.
It's very like
It
retro.
Destiny. It's like Destiny
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Which Bungie makes Destiny.
Ah,
But
And they made-
anyway, I don't care. It's an extraction shooter. It's like going to the round.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. It's kind of lame.
yeah.
Speaking of not necessarily lame, but not something that Dylan likes, fighting game, Tokon Fighting Souls. They've announced more characters to getting basically the mutant package is coming out. People that are in fighting games, they're talking this is actually pretty fun. Like people that love fighting games, this is where they're looking at. I don't care.
Meh.
Same. All right, moving right along.
Next.
Back to Konami, we do have Metal Gear Solid package. We got finally being freed from the shackles of the
Liquid's
PS3.
insurrection.
Metal Gear Solid 4 is back. It's got Peace Walker with it as well. This is the Master Collection, Volume 2, I think is how they had it, from the first one. I've never played a Metal Gear game. I have Metal Gear Solid 4. I just never got around to it. That being said, I plan on going through the first volume and then this one because it definitely feels like Konami's setting up to relaunch the series in
Yeah.
some way with going into this.
Is this just
So-
a remaster? Is that all this
Yes.
is?
It's not. Is it even? Is it upresed?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, okay.
But it like
I thought they were literally just porting these.
yeah, that's
to-
it looks kind of looks like a port. It does.
Okay, I could be wrong then. I thought the point was to like upscale them,
Oh.
especially with the first one.
No, I could be wrong. I just like from the outside looking in because
Yeah,
I know
I guess
nothing
it
about
makes sense
Metal Gear.
because like if the very first game is like PlayStation 1 with like triangle arms and stuff, so it must be a remaster. I played
I
played
so.
Metal Gear Solid 5, and this game is freaking wild. Like I don't understand what I'm doing. Like you wake up, and I thought it was gonna be like a soldier game, like you're this rogue soldier. You wake up in a hospital, and there's like demons and stuff, and I'm like, whoa! I thought this was a soldier game.
That was
And-
That's
5.
about as far as I got. Like I got to like where they're riding in on the horse.
yes.
Like
Look.
after like 3 hours of cutscenes and stuff like that. I'm like, what
I'm gonna
is
say
this?
it. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I don't think we're Kojima fans.
yeah.
I just, I
don't
I just-
understand what I'm playing when I play
Yeah,
these games.
that
That
is going into one of his games. That's
Yeah.
exactly the mantra I have. I don't understand what I'm playing.
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
For the people that love them, they love them.
Yeah.
But I don't.
As someone who played 50 hours of Death Stranding, I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
All right.
gosh.
Well, what I also don't get, Mina the Hollower. This
Yeah.
I like unique games and stuff. I checked out of this one. I don't.
Same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next.
Yep. Well, we're never gonna go to see this one, but never the prologue here. I don't even remember this game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care.
I don't even remember watching. I probably saw it and just looked
Yep.
away when I saw this.
I same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Well, what I do remember seeing is Pragmata. Now,
Yeah.
Pragmata looks pretty good. The
Mhm.
more that I'm seeing, the more I'm interested in. So this one, a Capcom game. I'm a Capcom fanboy.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to get this, but there is a demo that's out. I forgot it came out. I'm gonna play that. I'll
Is
probably
this
do a little mini
sequel
review
or
on it.
something? Because
No,
it
it's a new
looks
IP.
familiar. I don't know why.
No. It's new. I mean, it's a Capcom. It's in the RE engine, so it's gonna just feel
Yeah.
familiar to you.
Okay.
I'm interested.
Have you played the demo?
I downloaded on my Switch and I haven't played it yet.
Oh,
I
it's on
do
the Switch?
appreciate. Yeah. So
Wow.
I do appreciate what Capcom's doing with the Switch too. They like their ports, or like they're not ports, they're just day one releasing
Right,
on
right,
Switch.
Like RE9.
Are-
It's gonna be on there too.
Are amazing, honestly. Like they look incredible. Like the hair looks a little different, but like
Yep.
who cares? Like if you want to play Capcom games on Switch, like yeah, awesome.
Huh.
Anyways, Pragmata looks cool.
Yeah.
I need to play the demo.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is an official Dylan scribing the demo on this one to look through. It just feels fun. Like it feels like a cool game. It's weird, but I think it's cool. I'm gonna
I
check
have
it
a
out.
friend that played the demo and he's sold on it. So
Nice.
I'm like,
Oh.
okay, cool.
This is my third on the list of favorite, like out of seen. The second one was the Crimson Moon game, but now we're getting to my favorite. We talked about it a little bit. Now I'm second guessing. Was this before the podcast? But Winless, Project
No,
Winless.
No, we talked about it.
Okay.
The
So
chicken
Project
game.
Winless, yeah, the chicken game. This is mine. I love. Like, I'm not a big Souls-like fan, but I kind of like the change-up they do. Where this, like, there's moments where you're playing Dynasty Warriors with, like, 1,000 dudes on the screen,
Yeah.
and then you're playing the Souls-like game in the meantime to break it up, which kind of like Dynasty Warriors Origins does in that one. And I think it's pretty cool. Like, it looks fun. I think this is, like, a cool mix of, this feels like a goofy game that's just having fun, and it seems like it's trying to take itself seriously. So I dove into this a little bit. Apparently, this is a Korean story, like
Okay.
a famous like book series. And there's like, I think if I read it right, it's the fantasy world of Korea. Like this is their Lord of the Rings,
Bird
that small
Drinks
independent story.
Tears is what it's called.
Yeah, that's it. And it's like this is their Lord of the Rings in Korea, is this story. Now, obviously, this game's probably different, yada yada, but like this, where it comes from, is this thing. And I laughed so hard because I'm thinking like, if we took what's like the Lord of the Rings equivalent, if we took like some goofy character in there and like Tom Bombadil made like a Project Windless of that, like, so this is mine. This is I'm locked in on this. Minus the obvious one in the room, which is Resident Evil 9.
Right.
This one, this is it for me. I'm digging it. So I took up a lot of time there. So what do you guys think on this one? I mean, we kind of touched on it before, but
It looks interesting. I mean, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I
don't know
buy
what
it,
I'm
but
playing when, like you said, like there's kind of the Dynasty Warriors where you're slashing 50 people at one time, but
Yep.
also it looks like there's one-on-one combat, which is the Chinese game where
Black
you're
Myth Wukong.
yeah Black Myth, and so I don't really
Souls-like.
know
Those
what
are
I'm-
Souls-like games.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm getting into. And just the chicken, like I said, the chat, chicken.
Yep. Yeah. Looks good.
Funny.
And speaking of looking good, I do think Rayman, I'm actually a big Rayman fan. I remember
you?
playing the 3D one back on the 64 was the first one I played.
Mm.
I love that one. That's my favorite one. It always will be. It's just so weird and goofy. And I love that. I love those, like, obviously not all the time, but Dylan as a kid really enjoyed this one. Now, these are before my time. I never got to play these. It's only digital, though. and you know how we are with digital, right? I'm gonna see if like Limited Run Games does a copy. I've got a lot on my plate anyway, so I wouldn't be playing this now
Yeah.
anyway. But this one, Digital Clips is doing it. I like Digital Clips. They do a lot of the style, like bringing back older games, which I appreciate. I just it does something where it's like how they're talking about it is making an interactive documentary is how they're doing this. Like this is Rayman. You're going through the Museum of Rayman is what this is. And I think that's cool. I really like how they're doing that. It's not just a here's the games, play them. You're learning how the games were made. Once again, some cool cut content was introduced into this. I don't know if you got to play this, but it's going to bring it in. So it's really cool. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
We're going to save Resident Evil for the end of this. So we're going to move on to Rev Noir. Back to Konami. I don't really care for this one personally. Yeah. This one was like lame. Pass.
JRPG.
Yeah, like I've got enough RPG out of my system
I
for
honestly
now.
got this one mixed up with the other one by the Pokemon people. Like I don't.
Yeah. I already forgot the name of that one too.
Yeah,
I don't care. Yep. Sorrows.
Okay, this one we talked about before the podcast, right?
Oh, that was this one. Okay, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So like I believe it. Correct me if I'm. So it is House Marquee. I know they made Remnant as well. Correct.
They made who?
No.
Remnant. Was it that
From the Ashes? No. They made Resogun and there's another. I forget what the other one was that they did on the PS4, but then they did Returnal.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, they did Returnal. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That's what I meant, not Remnant. Sorry. Okay, so they did do Returnal. I think this is cool. I'm not super gung-ho about it, but I do think it's fun. I think this is something that I'm like interested in. I want to support something like this, like any more first parties, which I'm really glad because it looks like PlayStation with 2025, there wasn't a lot of first party games coming out at all. But 26, it looks like we're seeing at least more so far.
I know that we've seen this before, this state of play or whatever, but
I've sure seen it a lot.
I actually just saw the trailer for this like a day before. So this was only like, I just heard, and I didn't even know it was coming out because we were talking about this before. I actually beat Returnal, and for those of you who've played, it's a very difficult thing to do because when you die, you start over from the beginning. And there's 4 levels essentially, which doesn't sound like a lot. But there's 4 bosses. And did you ever beat the first boss, Scotty?
No.
No.
I sure did.
The funny thing is the second boss is like astronomically harder. Like I had to practice and look up gameplay and like memorize my moves. And it like
I've beat Elden Ring and I thought it was the hardest game I've ever played. And at the time, and then I played Returnal, and I'm like, no, I can't.
I will say it's one of those games that I bought, and I'm like, this is cool, this is fun, but it's too hard. So I came back to like years later. So maybe like in 2 years from now, Scotty, you'll play it again. But it's also one of those games like the Souls games where there's no difficulty slider. It's just as difficult as it is, and it's damn difficult.
Yeah, I really appreciate when games do that because it's not a different experience person A to person B has. Like you're just playing the game. I appreciate that personally.
Yeah, I mean something like this, maybe there could just be like regular and then just a little bit easier for people who just aren't going to play it because it's too hard.
Yeah, maybe.
Like what they did with Sifu, like just add in a little like easier mode.
Yeah.
It didn't take away from the experience.
Well, speaking of new experiences, we have more Silent Hill coming out. Townfall. Townfall was announced earlier, so this isn't a surprise addition to the Silent Hill franchise. This was something mentioned shortly after Silent Hill 2 or around when it was announced too, that they're bringing in more in the franchise.
Yeah.
A few mixed responses on this one, but kind of more positive, but like either mostly it's mid to good-ish Personally, I really look forward to this. I love horror games.
Yeah.
Probably the most like I love horror movies. This looks really cool. So this takes place in Scotland.
Yeah.
You're playing this gentleman here who I don't know. He's probably trying to find his dead wife or something. Who knows?
Or his daughter.
They always
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, they always are. It reminds me of the joke I thought in my head was the one about Taken, where after the third or fourth Taken, you got to realize you're just a bad parent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but this one, whatever he's doing on this one, it looks cool. I like that they're going first person with this, so they're taking some notes from Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
So that I first loved. Two, I really like the fact that they had like someone put in the comments that he's using a Game Boy camera to like do his little shtick with, and I thought that was awesome. I love that. I'm really looking forward to this. It did show gameplay, not in the state of play more so, but the Konami post game or post state of play blog. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. I'm high up there for me right now.
Do we have a release date for this yet?
I think it was this year. They said this year, but not official, unless something has happened.
I don't think there's an official release date. No.
Okay.
So
yeah.
So I had never played a Silent Hill game until I played Silent Hill 2 at Bradley's house last
the
year.
PS5. Oh
yeah, the PS5
yeah.
remake. Yeah. I'm not a fan, to be completely honest. It's just not. I don't know. I thought I would love it. I don't know.
It's one of those games where it's like it's very scary. It's kind of slow. So it's like a little slower than like Resident Evil is. Like especially like
there's something about Resident Evil that's so good.
Oh yeah,
that I just love.
And it's more of like a fear-based, like it's not an action game, which even though Resident Evil aren't supposed to be, they still somehow grab you in to play.
Sure.
Whereas like Silent Hill, it's like straight up just it's you and some demons or whatever they are.
Agony the whole time. And like it is true survival horror, like where resources are just
exactly
minute.
Yeah.
And even in Resident Evil, like I get that it's technically survival horror. I feel like I'm never really like super like scarce on health or ammo where I'm like, I'm gonna die any second now if this thing pops out, and like usually you can like find something, or if you're Leon, you can just kick people.
I mean, I think the only time I've ever felt like that was the first time I played RE7. And that's just from like having to carry the key items mostly that take up the majority of your spaces. And then like the first time playing RE2 Remake.
Yeah.
And after that, I'm like, I don't have it. I don't have a problem with getting through this, honestly.
Sure.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just familiar enough with like the RE formula that I like know like what I'm getting into, and I'm just not used to Silent Hill. I don't know.
I remember, so I played, it was the original 2, and I played these on my PlayStation 2, but the original 2, I think it's the third or fourth one, the room one that's on there, and I really enjoyed those as a kid.
Yeah.
The only one I would say, I played RE2, Silent Hill 2 Remake, and I remember talking to Bradley about it. I'm like, bro, this game's kind of lame. I'm going to be honest. And that's like getting to Silent Hill, like the actual town.
Right.
But then when you get into, I remember telling him, like, I got to the apartments. It was like the second part you get to. Man.
Yeah.
Once you get to the apartments, that game takes off for me. It goes from like the middest of the mid to it's one of my favorite like horror games is Silent Hill 2 Remake.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it does not, in my opinion, let off the pedal from there.
Have you guys seen the original Silent Hill movie, like from 2006, I want to say?
Yeah, of course, with Boromir in it, yeah.
That movie's scary.
Yeah. The second one is like the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, not even while this is like the second Resident Evil movie bad, but it's fun. Like,
is it the more recent one that came out?
No, it was like a
this
sequel.
was
Like a direct sequel to it, but it's a piece of garbage. But the first one is actually like kind of a good movie. It's a good
Yep.
video game movie. It's scary. I was just talking about this at church Sunday, like of all things, like after church. I was talking with someone and we're like, yeah, that movie's really scary. That's funny.
Oh, you remember like she rips the skin off the lady
Oh,
in that?
Did
Oh
you
no,
did you bring
man.
that up at church?
no,
Like, you
I
remember that time that lady got her skin ripped off
the
in that
worst
movie?
worse than the skin is the when they fry the cop at the end, like above the fire. That was brutal.
Whew. Speaking of brutal, Star Wars Galactic Racer. So not the fact that the game itself is brutal, but I find it funny that this goes from like a TGA announcement into a PlayStation showcase game. I hate to say it, but I know it's easy to like dunk on Microsoft right now, but man, they're just not like people are just aren't showing it up for them. You know what I mean? Like this felt like a game that from like the TGAs it's going to be non-denominate. I don't know the term for this, but non-console. Like it's just a universal.
Yeah.
And then they show up to the PlayStation showcase for this. I mean,
I don't understand what the problem is.
it's just that Microsoft doesn't get any support with like their games recently. Because this goes from TGA where it feels like it's a universal, like it's just a non like exclusive,
Yeah.
right? To going to the showcase for PlayStation, like when like Resident Evil, for example, that's gone to multiple PlayStation like showcases across their games, right? And it's even gone to that recent Nintendo showcase where they had the Resident Evil thing. Where's Microsoft in this? Like they don't showcase anything.
That's
And
'cause
that's
no
more
one
so what
gives
I'm
a
saying.
crap about Xbox anymore. Is that what you're talking about?
Xbox.
Like
That's my point. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like, man, it sucks for them. Like I just
I
want
mean, because they realized that their whatever model they created is not sustainable, um, and they're not selling consoles. Like it's just the reality of it. No one is buying a Series X S. Um, so they're like, we got to do something to make money.
So
So we're
put it on
going on exclusive.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's if we want something on a console, it's that or Switch, to be fair.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Which
I just
those are the only two consoles that sell,
Yeah.
and it's just the reality of it.
I mean, all Microsoft, and we'll move on for this after this, but like all Microsoft needed to do was to maintain its exclusives and
Yeah.
just make good ones. Like I will say, like no matter how you look at like Avowed, for example,
Mhm.
I thought that was at least a decent attempt at like an RPG from Obsidian, and I thought it was decent. I thought Avowed was a fun game. But to them, if they're not selling 12 million samples or copies of a game, it's just not good enough for them at all at any point. They're like, oh, well, we gotta go and just send it off to another console manufacturer. Like, no, that's not the point. Make
Yeah.
something good, and then people
Okay.
can enjoy it.
Do you guys remember when didn't they buy Call of Duty, the franchise?
Yeah, they bought
Yeah,
Activision.
they bought Activision.
That's the biggest. Not only did they do it, that's the biggest like acquisition in history. Is that takeover?
Scotty, do you
Yeah.
remember saying this was what, like 3 years ago or 4 years ago?
Yeah.
I
We were
remember
like-
you saying to me like, I guess you're not going to be able to play Call of Duty anymore. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
have a feeling
What a
that
joke.
no. And
What
yeah,
a
now
joke.
it's like it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, they just I mean, hell, we gotta play Halo soon, right? Isn't
Yeah,
Combat
it's
Evolved coming
it's- What a weird world. I never thought I'd be see
Oh yeah, because
Halo
it's coming
on
out
PlayStation.
on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I totally
Like-
forgot about that.
Yeah, Bradley, you and I are gonna be playing that soon. Like we talked about wanting to like co-op through that.
Yeah.
And Scotty, come on, let's hop in and play some Halo.
That
apparently,
one I'll
you know?
probably play, yeah.
I do have a nostalgia. Like I do have a
Oh
soft
yeah.
spot
Even
for some
even
Halo.
even I who I wasn't an Xbox
Yeah.
guy, I have
if they
nostalgia for that.
if they
game.
remaster Halo 2, poof.
Oh, they are. They already planned. Well, it's semi-planned that they'll do this if the first one goes well. The first one
Mhm.
goes well, they will move forward with the rest of them. So mostly, yes, they will probably go well, and they will sell 2 and 3 is the plan. Now 3 for me, 3 hinges on them being able to do Forge, where you make your map and you do multiplayer with that, because this first one is just a campaign at most co-op multiplayer. It's not
Right.
any of the normal stuff. So I don't know.
Well, it doesn't have like any of like the old camp or multiplayer modes on it.
No, not at all. It's a campaign remaster.
Yeah.
The most multiplayer you have is the co-op. That's it.
Eh.
Yep. That's the thing. So, I mean, I'm probably going to get it. I'm excited to get it, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be something that's worth kind of hashing through it again. So, but we'll see. I might change my mind a little bit, and if we get the gang on it, that'll be super fun. That'll be worth getting.
Yeah.
Now, last but not least, was something before we move on to our final one, the penultimate. Yakko Shinobi Ops.
It's kind of last, but actually it is least because who really cares?
Yep.
Like.
Nah.
All right, good talk. Now, for the actual one that we left purposely through this was Resident Evil 9. And while we'll do this, we're going to leave our thoughts here for the day because this episode is way too long. It was super fun, though. But we're ending with Resident Evil 9. This is, I believe, I'm going to take a shot in the dark here. Say this is all of our. It has to be number one. Out of all the games.
Yeah.
I think honestly, this is just everybody in the world. If you're even relatively interested in Resident Evil, like this is the game. If GTA 6 wasn't coming out this year, wink, then it would be everyone's game of the year, like highest anticipated thing. I'm sure. But
real quick. Before we end, I'm really stuck on this playing as 2 players thing. Like,
okay, I think you're silly.
I just don't understand because, like, okay, Resident Evil 7, you're Ethan, right? And
yes,
it changes everything because he's not a cop. He doesn't know how to use a gun, and it's a different game because of that. And in Resident Evil 2, 3, 4. You're Leon, right? Or not, I guess not in 3, but
2 and 4, 3 you're Jill.
Yeah. You're a cop, like you shoot, you can do combat. So it's just like, I just can't wrap my head around it. Scotty, I know Dylan and I talked about it, but what do you think?
Like you can't get around like switching from Leon to like some random girl.
Yeah. Do you care at all, or is it just a Bradley issue?
No, I'm pumped. Like it gives me like Ethan Winters vibes.
Right.
Or Claire, right? No. What's her name?
Or Grace. Ashley's her mom.
Okay.
No, it's not Ashley. Oh gosh. Sorry. It's Grace. Let me get her mom's name.
Ashcroft?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Ashcroft is what I'm messing up.
Grace is, you're right.
So it gives me like she doesn't know what she's doing vibes.
Yeah.
Alyssa is her mom's name.
Okay.
And then I don't know. I'm just a sucker. Like I'm pumped to play as Leon. I don't even like.
All right.
I'm so excited.
Bradley, let me kind of break this for you a little bit more.
Okay.
So we'll go into this as we go into the episode. But did you like Resident Evil 7?
Yes, absolutely.
Did you like Resident Evil 4?
Yes, remake? Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're gonna like this game. All right. So for everybody,
but hang on. I don't want to turn on Resident Evil and then 10 minutes later go to Resident Evil 4, turn that off, turn on Resident Evil 7. They're 2 different games.
I feel like
want to play Resident Evil 7 from beginning to end, stop it, play Resident Evil 4 beginning to end,
This is the best of both worlds.
I guess. I'm not shitting on it. I just I can't wrap my head around it yet.
It reminds me of Resident Evil 8 Village when I saw you like sprinting through the village, like you were clearly moving faster than Resident Evil 7. I was like, it's definitely not scarier now. And I was right. 8 was not scarier than 7, like until you got to like, except for the dollhouse. Yeah. If you remember the dollhouse, like walking in, you immediately slowed down. Like you were playing 7. When you walked to the dollhouse, like your gun was gone and you slowed down.
Yeah.
Like when you walked in. And I'm like, this is
Bradley
great.
And I literally had a conversation like after we respectively went through the dollhouse of just like how much it made us into a screaming little girl.
I think you were ahead of me. Right? Like you were like 3 days ahead of me, Scotty, and you're like, just wait for this one part. And I kept saying is it this part? And you're like, no, shut up. You'll know what part it is. And I finally got to it. And it was absolute. I totally forgot about the dollhouse. That was scarier than
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
We can-
like
Go.
go ahead. Sorry, Dylan.
No, you're okay. I was going to say, we'll dive into it more. But the point is, and this is something that people that have like played it, like the demos at all the fests and whatever have been giving out, they are praising it because it feels like playing through 7 the whole time. You're just on this anxiety. And Bradley, you've talked to me where you've had to like stop, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Picture the moment you stop and you have a reprieve to play RE4 to like give yourself a break to do something different. They're touting that.
Okay.
I think you're thinking
That
too
sounds
much
awesome.
like it's Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
And it's not like that.
You're gonna play as the villain. the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
time.
So it's not like that. It's
Okay.
it's more of
I
here's
like the way you
super-
put it. I like the way you put
Yeah.
that.
and
And
well, like I said,
I'm so excited for that too because I played 8 in like a day.
Yeah.
Like I beat it in one day, and that was a choice. It was a little nerve-wracking. 7
fun fact,
took me.
it's
a long
also
time.
the director of 7 is doing this one, and the director of 7 did not do 8. So that is also something to note too.
Yeah.
I think the director of 7 is going to have another smash hit, and I think he should be the creative director of anything Resident Evil going forward. If this one's
it's
good.
I mean, let's
Yes.
calm down.
But 7,
All
well,
signs
I mean, you know,
point. To
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
it really does. And I've talked about it on our TikTok, but we don't do like spoilers here. But I feel like there's no chance we don't talk about the trailer gameplay we see that we'll talk about next week before the launch. It's just there's just no way that I can go the whole Resident Evil 9 episode next week and not dive into like the gameplay we see because it's just so good. And I'm telling you, like when we go into that next week, it'll even ease your mind even more. It's good.
All right. Well, I'm excited. It's that
Yeah.
one thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm the biggest Resident Evil fan. So like, and I've been for a long time. So I'm all in. It's just that
Yeah.
one thing.
Mhm.
Like I said, I probably liked 8 more than it seems like with Scotty. I like the story of 8 a lot. But
No,
the game.
I really liked 8.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, we're all 8 fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, cool. I
love
I
8.
was because especially the ending really got me. That's around the time
Yeah.
when my daughter was born, so
Ah.
it also really got me then.
Yeah.
And it's like when the gameplay, I just wish they were more scary. But this one, and I'll leave it at this: they are saying the parts with Grace is as if not more scary than 7 from what people have played. Like
Nice.
they are really leaning
I'm
into
in.
it.
I'm excited.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, team. Well, I appreciate everyone being here today. It was a really great episode. As we mentioned, next week, it's the hyped up Resident Evil 9 special from FF Media. We're going to be diving in here. As always, make sure you stay following YouTube for our shorts, our long form content like the podcast today, as well as our TikTok. We were popping off on TikTok recently, making sure we're providing all shorts and TikToks on there daily. Please follow and enjoy. As always, my name is Dylan. I'm here with Bradley and Scotty. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you for the next one.
Adios.
Peace.